to Riverhead in 1975 with my husband and my son. My husband was called to pastor the Friendship Baptist Church of Riverhead. It took me about a year to decide to go into business. When I came, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. We had been in Petersburg, Virginia, and I was a professor at the Virginia State University. And when I came, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, so it took me a little while to think about it. And as I looked around town, I discovered that there were no religious supply centers. I didn't know much about it, but I knew I had the capacity to teach. So I knew that I was going to open a studio to teach voice and piano. But the place that we selected had a large area. It had been a business, and I wanted to know what to do with that particular area. So we started experimenting with doing some religious supplies and listening to the religious community to see what the needs were. And I wanted to be inclusive, although I'm Baptist, Protestant. We have a large Catholic community. So instead of opening what is known as a Christian bookstore, I decided to open a religious supply center which could address all of the religious. Well, I teach. My background is Juilliard School of Music. My background is in vocal performance, but I've also been prepared in piano. So I teach piano and voice. It's open to students. You don't have to be a professional to study with me. So you can be a beginner, and I enjoy the process of taking a student from one point to another. My church choir is made up of members of the congregation. They are actually where I experiment with the music for the concert. They are not necessarily trained, but they are absolutely gifted, many of them. After being here for some time, it's home, and I'm very familiar with the community. The community is very familiar with me. Because I work with my husband in the ministry, the church community knows me very well, but because I also work with East End Arts Council, with the Harvest Gospel concerts, the community knows me because they attend those concerts. So Riverhead is home. I've watched it grow. I came in '75 when what you see now certainly wasn't there. Riverhead has grown tremendously in terms of business and entertainment. So it's just home.